Okay, so this is another doll that we have. Excuse me. This is another doll face stencil. This is the Raggedy Ann doll face. These are some extra ones. So once again, what you want to do when you get your stencil is, I would say, draw it out on a piece of paper. And this is a little hard to see because it's white paper. And this is white, but draw it out on paper. And then, you know, paint it, fill it up with color, or use your markers. And, okay, let's see, get this done. I think I got that all sketched in. So now you're starting to see what your Raggedy Ann doll face is going to look like. And yeah, let me see. We're just gonna fill this in. Now, keep in mind, if you're doing this on paper, it's just so you can kind of get an idea of what you're doing. Now, Raggedy Ann doll face is not gonna look like your regular doll because you're using primarily solid colors. So, you know, okay, I'm gonna do the eyes in black. There. These stencils are so great because they really help your doll have a personality, help the doll face take shape. And I'm going to do something else with that nose, but I'm going to just fill this in. Oh, skip over that. You could do pink or red at this point. So I'm going to just fill that in with red. I don't know why the Raggedy Ann dolls have a little red nose, but okay. So that's your Raggedy Ann doll face on a piece of paper, and that comes from this stencil, which is the 4-inch paper stencil. Remember, my stencils are always paper. Haven't started doing the what do you call it, the plastic stencils. Anywho, okay, so I've got a piece of cloth, a scrap piece of cloth, and I'm going to once again draw it out. Sorry, I gotta close up my fabric pens before they dry out. We don't want that to happen. You could just pin this down because you don't want it to slide around. But remember, on the prototype, the sample, all is well. So, drawing it out on a piece of fabric. Now remember, you can use paint or fabric marker pens. I really am not a fan of stenciling, but starting to like it a lot. Tip I'm going to give you for this, for the Raggedy Ann one, I would say use your erasable or disappearing inks on your actual cloth, because otherwise this is what's going to happen. Depending on the colors that you use, you might end up seeing the ink pen, the marker, the dark part of it. So, but I'm going to go ahead and just fill that in. Once again, this is the fabric marker. Yep, we could have used paint, but we're gonna use the fabric marker, which I don't like on this felt fabric. I don't like it, but it's okay. It'll do. For purposes of this demonstration, it will do. Okay, fill that in. Remember, the Raggedy Ann doll face is not a true to life-ish kind of doll face. That's her nose, and these are her little blushy dimples, smiles. Oh man, I probably shouldn't have done this with this particular fabric marker, but it's okay. Yeah, this is real good. So, wow, that actually looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. So I'm gonna fill in this. And I'm gonna fill in here. I think I wanna get this, stretch this back a bit. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw my pen across the table. There's that. And we need some little pink on her cheeks. Now on this flannel type fabric, I probably should have used fabric paint. But as you can see, Raggedy Ann doll face looking pretty good so far. Now, I actually have, once again, remember I keep telling you, I have these prototype dolls. So we're going to take this prototype doll, and we're going to take the 4-inch Raggedy Ann stencil, and going to take some pens, push it all the way in, push this all the way down. Okay, that looks pretty good. Like I said, I'm going to use the disappearing ink on this one, and I'm going to go ahead and do my tracing. Yep. And the purpose of the disappearing ink with this particular doll is because you might not want the outline of the black ink on your actual cloth doll that you've spent a whole lot of time making. Oops, I know, forgot to go back and do those. Okay. And that's that. Okay. Yeah, I really do. I thought I would not like this Raggedy Ann stencil, but turns out I do. Okay, so we've got everything traced. So, put the cap back on our pen. Take the stencil off. Try not to stab myself. Aww, she's adorable. Okay, some of this I am going to use fabric markers, and I might use fabric paint, the acrylic paint. I'm not sure, but let's see. Let's give it a go. Got her eyebrow. Because her eyes are going to be black, so this is okay to do it this way. Now, with this muslin fabric, you can see it's starting to bleed a little bit on the edges, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay for now, so. Okay, so that's that. Remember, take your time, because once you're working on the real thing, mistakes are really hard to fix. They really, really are. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use the fabric markers for this particular doll. Since her nose is going to be red, I'm just going to go ahead and use the red. I'm not going to draw a black line. I'm not going to outline it. Just going to go ahead and fill this in. Oh, she's adorable. I'm still liking the pink for her blushing little cheeks. Just gonna fill this in. Remember, this disappearing ink will disappear. or it'll wash out. And here's the other one. Remember, you want to keep the tip pointing straight up and down. And here I'm gonna go, yep, we're gonna go pink here. And we're gonna outline that with the black. So we'll start here. Just gonna go all the way, touch. Start here, go all the way, touch. Okay, we're done. Wow, this was the quickest, easiest one doll face that I have made yet / ever. Okay, I think it came out pretty good, and I hope when you get your doll face stencils and you make pretty little dolls that you'll send me some pictures of it. So thank you for watching today's video. Once again, we went from the ragdoll face stencil, and we practiced on a piece of paper, and we practiced on fabric until we got to the actual doll. But remember, and I keep making this mistake myself because I just kind of grab for whatever's on the work table, but you want to practice your doll face on the same type of fabric that you're making your doll from. Otherwise, you might get some unexpected results. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, everybody. And don't forget, you can get my stencils in my Etsy store. Bye.